Welcome to the Business Windows Business Innovation and Leadership Interview Series. Today we have with us a very special guest who is an exemplary visionary in the field of education. He is Dr. Raju Davis Pereppadan. He's a very special person because he has founded 2 engineering colleges, 1 MBA college and 2 CBSE schools. In fact, one of the schools that he has founded is called Dr. Raju Davis International School. Thank you for coming, sir. We thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you here, and we know how busy your schedule is, especially during the pandemic time. So thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome.
Good morning everybody.
It's been great having you here. Please tell us a bit more about yourself. I've heard that you've got a lot of awards and it's been quite an experience in the educational field. Please tell us.
In 2000, I started and turned into the education field.
Okay.
Earlier, when I was a student, I was a syndicate member of Kerala University. And that was where I turned into education. In 2000, I started my first CBSE school.
Okay.
Instantly, there were 4,000 students in the school. And after 5 years, every 5 years, I used to start one institution.
Okay.
2005, I started MBA college.
Okay.
2010, I started the first engineering college.
Okay.
2012, I started the next engineering college. 2015, I started Dr. Raju Davis International School.
Okay.
And this was the line of starting schools, colleges, education institutions.
So you've been a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah. The present scenario is I stopped starting institutions.
Okay.
I can tell you the reason behind this. The mood of Kerala parents is not fit to start education in Kerala.
I see. Okay.
Kerala parents and students need only marks, not the quality.
Okay.
That's why you might have read in leading English newspaper 2 days back that the Kerala students did very poor in the recently conducted the All India examinations.
Mm-hmm.
It is because the schools push out a lot of students every year. They make them grab a lot of marks, but ultimately the quality is very poor.
Right. So you feel that our students would never be able to come at par with students from international locations?
Definitely. It is because of this scenario.
Okay.
Right from KG, if you take the situation,
Yes.
every year I am passing through nearly 5,000 students. And they need only the marks.
Yes.
Suppose we are going to give a quality education. They are really opposite.
Okay, I see.
I had a very bad experience 2 years back. I introduced an international assessment system in the school. There, the marks goes down, but they give every reason for each individual. They give the reasons why you lost a mark. These questions, very elaborately, report comes to improve the quality.
Right.
If you can continue for 4-5 years,
Okay.
the quality of students will move up. But at the end of the year, there were nearly 600 applications for TC.
Wow. Okay.
The only reason is that because of this assessment, our students are not getting 100 out of 100. Previously, they were getting 100 out of 100.
Right.
Now their mark went to 60, 65.
Okay. So this was in which grade was this happening?
It has happened right from first standard to 8th standard.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So everywhere the parents think that their children should get 100 of 100.
Okay.
Whether there is quality or not, whether the schools give mark, whether the question is taught earlier and the same question is asked for the examination,
Right.
they should get mark.
They should. Okay.
This situation.
Right.
Because of this, many students who are going out of Kerala, they are getting a lot of good positions.
Okay. Yes. So we are not competitive enough.
Enough. See, recently till 5 years, you might have seen that no IAS people are produced from Kerala, very few. Just recently only it started,
Yes.
because some of the institutes came here, they started training the students, and some students took it very seriously and they are getting some ranks in the IAS. Earlier, the Kerala students were not, those who studied in Kerala, there are a lot of Malayalis, but take the background, they all studied outside Kerala. They were trained in Delhi,
Yes. True.
so they got it. We have the capacity, but this condition of the parents is a problem for Kerala's education growth.
Right.
Number one. Then another thing I can tell you is that the governments in Kerala, they don't same condition with them also. Unless you charge good fees, you cannot bring quality teachers to teach in the schools and colleges. Now most of the condition of engineering colleges.
Yes.
Engineering colleges, even the best engineering college, they don't have good faculty. They can afford it. They are paying 15,000, 20,000, maximum 25,000 for teachers.
Which is quite low.
In my first MBA college, I bought all faculty from North India, those who studied in IIMs, those who are working in well-known institutes in India. I was paying 1 lakh and above. So all of a sudden, the MBA college started, became one of the best in India itself. But when I left, it's all gone, and now the local teachers are teaching there,
Okay.
and the grade is going down.
The standard has gone down again. Yeah.
Only in Kerala there is a cap on the fee structure. Suppose you go to Delhi, a school charges nearly 3 lakhs per year. A good school in Delhi charges 3 lakhs. Generally, it is 1.5 to 5 lakhs is of fees in Delhi for a school student.
Okay.
But in Kerala, if you have 30,000 rupees per year, the parents will tell it's a big fees. MBA in Nasri Monji University, Bombay, where my younger daughter is studying, it is 7.5 lakhs per year. Here hardly 1 lakh per year.
Right.
You will not get good teachers.
Right. So according to you, what constitutes a good and wholesome education?
Good?
And wholesome education, what are the things that you feel should be there? What ingredients should be there? And what facilities should we be providing to ensure that we have world-class students coming out?
See, what I told just now is money is the foundation of everything.
Right.
At least the government, maybe you can tell socialist government, they are saying that even poor people should get admission. It's true, well and good. They can fix a fees to 50% students.
Right.
Rest of the things should be left to the management, where they can charge higher fees, get money.
Yes. So the quality can be ensured.
Quality can be maintained.
Yes. Okay.
In CBSE schools in Kerala, most of CBSE schools in Kerala, it is 10,000, 15,000 is the salary for teachers, even 7,000, 8,000. And you cannot get good teachers.
Yes.
And you cannot get commitment from the teachers. If the teachers are good, you will not be getting commitment to teachers. See, I am not satisfied with the salary I am paying now. I am paying almost 25,000 to teachers.
And you feel it's not enough?
I feel that is not enough.
Right.
They should get at least 35,000 rupees.
Okay.
And I am giving a lot of facility for them. I am giving them the all food, morning breakfast, lunch, everything is given.
Okay, that's good.
Children's education, everything is given. Apart from that, I am giving a foreign trip for them in every 4 years to get exposure.
Right.
See, our people doesn't have exposure. We are in a small state and we feel that this is great.
Right.
But nothing is happening here.
True.
So we can't see the what's happening around the world.
I've heard that you travel a lot and you've visited many countries. So how do you feel the education system there is different from the one that we have over here in Kerala?
See, you go to remote African countries like Tanzania or somewhere there. You can see the better teaching. I have been into school. Wherever I go, I have a character. If I go to Paris, my prime intention is not to see the Eiffel Tower. My prime intention is to go to a college, to a school, to a primary school. This is my prime intention. And after that, I get time, I go to see Eiffel Tower or other things.
Right.
Evening is a time for me to see all this. So I said, Tanzania, you can see a better teaching than in India. See, you take the condition of the English language all around the world.
Yes.
Kerala's language is the worst in the world. Here a MA student cannot speak English fluently. MA literature student cannot speak English fluently.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
But you go to even Tamil Nadu, you go to anywhere in India, or you go to even the African countries. You go to, I have an experience, in Kenya, I went to a remote Adivasi colony. And the people speaking, though they have that Adivasi accent,
Yeah.
they are speaking very good English.
English, yes.
Here, we cannot speak English. And moreover, we cannot write English.
Yeah, grammar's a bit of a problem, isn't
Grammar is
it?
the problem.
Yeah.
See, there is a condition of the Kerala people. Though British ruled India in the 200 years, and British ruled a lot of, almost 1/3 of the nations in the world, almost 100 to 200 years.
Yes, they did, yes.
Only in India and especially in Kerala, this scenario is happening.
I see.
Wherever you go, where British ruled, they still speak good English. That's what I told about Africa.
Yes, that's true.
African people still speak good English.
They do, that's true.
But you come to Kerala,
It's not
cannot-
so good, yes. So what do you think we can do, especially now that you are at the chairman of the school? What steps have you taken to ensure that the students that come out of this institution are going to be at par, if not better than the kind of students you would find all over the world? Because today we're having a global village and the students who come out will have to compete with everybody else in the world. So they have to be prepared for it. So what kind of steps are you taking today to ensure that?
I am very strict about speaking English. I had an experience about 10 years back.
Okay.
I find a group of students who spoke Malayalam, a small fine,
During school hours?
doing house hours.
Yes. Okay.
But the matter was taken up by one of the leading news channels in Kerala.
Okay.
And one of the parliament member from Parakat, he raised the matter in the Indian parliament.
It went quite far.
Fine for the mother tongue. That was the
The caption.
caption.
Okay.
Fine for the mother tongue. It was raised in the Parliament. Parliament stopped the proceedings and discussed this matter and told to take action against me. To inquire and take action.
Okay.
See, that was the situation that time. Now I am taking undertaking from the parents that their students should speak English. And not only I am compelling the students to speak English. It's a remote village, not like Kochi or Trivandrum, where the parents can help them speak English. Here they are coming from middle class or low class.
Okay, yes.
My thrust here is to make them speak good English. I am spending at least 1 or 2 periods per day only for this purpose.
For language skills.
See, I have a period twice a week for the students, accent reduction period. There a trained teacher corrects the language, gives them training for speaking good English.
That's to make their accent neutral so they can speak fluently, right?
Fluently and in good style.
Yes. Okay.
In KG class, in LKG, every school boasts that we have big book. We teach 40 letters in English in first month, another 30 letters in second month. I don't have a book in the LKG.
Okay.
Our teachers, I have taken teachers from Goa. All my LKG teachers are from Goa.
Okay.
These teachers train them in conversation.
Okay, so first learn how to speak and then learn how to read and write.
Right. Automatically they write it. So that is my beginning to give importance in English. See, there's a say in not the country, but the world, that grammar should not be taught separately. And in India also it is implemented. There should not be separate grammar textbook. Not should be taught separately. But I am a person who is opposing this.
Okay.
Because you can think our old grandparents who have studied up to 8th standard are writing English beautifully. The reason is they were studying Run and Martin thoroughly in the school.
Okay.
Now this Run and Martin is abolished, grammar books are abolished.
Okay.
And they say that grammar can be learned along with the language.
Right. But that's the foundation of the language.
But I am totally opposite.
Right.
I am against this. The reason is, if it is a mother tongue, it is true. They are fully copying from British. In Britain, they don't want to study the grammar.
Because they speak it
fluently. Suppose in Malayalam, a child who falls down, he will not tell that I am going to fall down. In Malayalam, he will tell that. Actual word in Malayalam is not taught to him. In mother tongue, it is true that we don't want to learn grammar separately. It is coming from inside. But this is a foreign language. We are learning a foreign language and we have to teach grammar thoroughly to them. But it is totally abolished in English teaching system in India.
Okay.
That's a big drawback in Kerala. I am having half the period of teaching grammar. Suppose you have 6 periods for English per week. 3 periods are set apart for grammar.
That's a good thing, yes.
So step by step, building English, I am taking care very nicely, because in Kerala there is no job scope.
Yeah, we obviously have to go.
We don't have any job except the IT industry. IT industry,
yes.
There is no other job scope. So we have to depend other states, other nations. And you can see all of them are running to IELTS, coaching centers and other centers to get visas.
Yeah.
See, from that itself we can understand that our education system is very poor in teaching English.
That's very true.
So first I am teaching them how to speak English then teach grammar, then go for higher studies.
Okay.
This is my system of teaching.
Teaching. And you feel that English is the one most important thing that you should equip a child with before sending them out into the world?
Yes.
That's great, sir.
And I'm focusing on English in the primary classes totally. There are a lot of, I'm focusing this for, I started this about 20 years back. But see, we are teaching EVS in the first standard, second standard. I feel there is no meaning of teaching EVS.
We're too young for it, right?
Not too young. See, EVS is, what is EVS? You are showing trees, you are showing animals. When the child is 2 years old, it will tell, this is cow, this is coconut tree, this is mango tree, this is mango. These are taught in the class in EVS and their marks are given.
Okay.
For the last 15 years, I am not teaching EVS in the class. I am using for English, Malayalam, Hindi. For languages I am using
skills. That. Okay.
And I am very happy that in the new education policy that is published last month, they have found that my idea is correct, which I was following for last 10 years, it is correct. And they have told that EVS should not be taught up to second standard.
Okay.
That's a big success for me.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
The Government of India has found out, which I have found out 10 years back.
They're now realizing.
Now they are realized.
Yeah. So, sir, I also heard that you received awards for innovations. What kind of innovation have you brought forward?
See, what I told is an innovation.
Yes, it is.
It's innovation.
So, this is the main
not
crux
teaching
of
EVS
it.
is not innovation. Not making writing is innovation.
Okay.
Whatever things you do separately is all innovations.
Innovations, okay.
And I always, every year I do something new.
Okay. Okay. So, right now we're going through a very difficult phase where the pandemic has hit and normal school hours are not possible. Children are suffering because of it. So, what do you think educational institutions across the world can do to ensure that the children at this point of time will be getting a good education? They're missing out on extracurricular activities and a whole lot of things that, like social interaction in schools. There's a lot of things that cannot be done when you're doing an online syllabus. But is there something that we can do to maybe help the children develop better during this time that nobody has thought of right now?
I totally disagree with you.
You feel the online system
totally
is
disagree
better?
with you that children are not getting chances to do all these things is wrong.
Okay.
See, even on online, you can do all this.
I see, okay.
As soon as the schools closed, lockdown is declared, I started football coaching online.
Okay, wow.
Nearly 200 students from around the world who are studying in the school. They are in London, they are in Qatar, they are in UAE, they are around the world, in Singapore and Delhi and other places. We started football coaching and it was telecasted in 3 channels. We are doing online
coaching.
Coaching.
Okay.
Even now it has been continued.
Right.
Every day 4 o'clock they will be assembling in the front of the house. The coach will be giving them direction online.
And they'll be
They
following.
will be doing it for 2 hours.
Okay.
And it's a good exercise for them. And we are doing online dance practice. All these things can be done online.
Okay.
And I found another thing I learned from this. See, 6 hours of class time is there in every day. Morning 9 to 4. 6 hours.
Right.
Now, as per the central government rules, we can use only hardly 1.5 to 2 hours per day. But my portions are going at par with the time when there was a school. From this, I found that this 2 hours is enough. If you plan it, if you use the technology, this 2 hours is enough for the students to cover this portion.
So we don't need the 6 hours. at
6
school.
hours is going to be a waste, and you utilize that 6 hours. Next year I am going to do that. I am going to utilize this 4 hours for something else.
Okay, so that's going to be your new innovation.
New innovations. See, what I have learned from this condition, this situation, with 2 hours, my portion is over, and today is the last half year examination. See, it's October 10th. Last year, October 1st, we completed the half year examination. This year, October 10th, we are completing the half year examination. If you plan it nicely, if you organize it nicely, and I called a meeting of teachers, I told them, see the condition. Where you have to tell me where we lost the time. We learned a new thing from this situation.
Which we probably wouldn't have found otherwise.
How we would have left.
Yes.
So I am going to get at least 3 to 4 hours next year for a lot of our activities.
Right. Okay, sir. I would like to ask you a few questions about your entrepreneurial spirit. You have successfully founded so many institutions and you seem to have a fire inside of you. So please tell us what kindles that fire and what keeps it burning in you.
See, the only thing is there will be setbacks. Don't run away from the field.
Okay.
You sail,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Yes.
That is the first main thing here.
Okay.
Never say that failure is the what you call if you have a setback, don't think it's a failure. See, you can learn from it. As I told earlier, when this situation came of online classes, everybody is afraid that it's going to be a failure. But
Yes.
I have learned that I can serve 3 hours. Next year, I'll be implementing this new thing. That is 3 hours I got from this situation.
Right.
Like that, you can learn a lot of things from the failures.
Okay.
So learn something from the failures
Okay.
and try to make it a positive thing. That is the main thing an entrepreneur needed.
Oh, I see. So you're saying you should, in spite of having any hurdle coming your way, you should still go forward.
You should learn
go forward.
Learn from it,
Okay.
make it a positive thing and go forward.
Then go forward, right? So that is your motto, and that's
That's
what
what
keeps you thriving.
With
in this
example I
industry.
told.
Yes, you did. Yes, yes. So, sir, you were saying that an entrepreneur should have an enduring spirit, and they should not stop even if something comes their way. They should always go forth, find out the solution to the problem they are facing, and adapt and learn, and then move forward, right? Is there any other advice you would like to give an entrepreneur?
See, we have learned from this situation now,
Yes.
Corona situation. All over the world, the online classes, all are saying it is a failure, everything. But I have learned a big lesson from this failure, that we can serve 3 hours per day and utilize that for the enrichment of students in the next year. So wherever you have a failure, don't think that there is a failure in it. It shows something different, it shows a new line for you, new path for you.
I see.
Try to find a new path and try to sail through that path.
That's an amazing way of thinking, actually. To find an opportunity where other people are finding setbacks. That's a great way of looking at it. So we have an entire generation of children who have become the online generation, so to speak, actually. So what kind of advice would you give them for their future and how to build themselves so that they can also enter and perform in the upcoming market?
There are good and bad in it. Now, how to make it positive is another thing that we have to think in the coming months. When the online and when the real class starts, what I felt is I am going to mix up the regular class and online class together. That is what I am thinking now.
Okay.
Not only the regular class will go, along with online class also will go. This is how I can do is I am thinking about it, and it will be implemented for the opening
Over the
also.
next year. Okay. Okay, that's very interesting. Because I'm thinking most schools would definitely be grateful to get back to normal schooling, and they'd probably want to get away from online schooling afterwards. But
No, same thing, get back to schooling. But that time can be used. See, when the students comes to school, they need a lot of other thing, interaction.
right.
See, not sitting in the class fully and learning is not the thing.
I see.
They need a lot of interaction among the students. So three things are from teachers, from students, from environment, from the elders. These are all things they have to learn.
Okay.
So when they come next year, they are going to interact more with the students.
And less of classroom teaching.
Yeah, less of classroom teaching.
Right.
Classroom
understood.
teachings, many things can be had online. I utilize it for the other enrichment of the students.
That's good. Okay. Okay. So what time they have together, they can spend socializing and learning new skills instead of being in a class. That can be done through online tuitioning also. That's very interesting, sir. So it's been quite an informative and entertaining and eye-opening, informative kind of talk that we've had today. Thank you so much for the time that you've given us. And I would like to especially thank you on behalf of the Business Window. It's been a pleasure having you here today, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.